to turn the volume down a little bit. You might be able to tell from my voice is a little raspy. I'm having quite an allergy attack this morning. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I woke up at 4 a.m. Starting to have allergies, and it's kind of been going on for a little while. And after this, I get to go experience the judgment and terror that is grocery shopping nowadays. So I'm really excited about this little space here with y'all to dig in. I do want to give you a heads up. This is going to be our last Wacky Wednesday Showgirl stretch. I will keep doing Mondays and Fridays for the, until things change. But I've been working on a lot of programs right now to make more online classes available and accessible to more people, and I just need that time to do it. So Monday, Friday, I'll be here doing the stretch because I need it too, and I hope it's still good for you. And then look out for more things coming from Showgirl Temple. The latest thing I'm working on is called the Bedroom Burlesque Show, starring you. So I think that'll be a lot of fun, and it should launch in the next couple weeks. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Nice big swing of the hips, side to side. Check in, make sure your tailbone's pointing down. You need to engage your lower abs. Chest is staying nice and lifted. Loosen your bun if it's too tight, pulling your neck. Arms swinging, so you're getting some big body movements here, starting to warm up before you stretch out. Nice, and now bend, let your arms come down, and swing up. A little bit of a controlled swing, not just going loopy. Nice. Letting your head rotate too. Beautiful. And now shoulders, opposite directions. One goes front, the other goes to the back. Nice, and start moving your hips around, bending your knees. Turn it into a little bit of a sideways lunge. Maybe your hips get involved. Yeah, and then the other direction, just the shoulders. And now moving side to side. And let it get a little bit bigger if you want. I like that. That feels really nice in the hips too, huh? Nice. And now some big hip circles. So let's start back first. Holding those abs in. Keep your back supported. Push it out to the right. Notice the bend in the knee. Coming forward. Pushing it out, forward. Last bit, and now circle it. Big circles. Big circles here. Lots of movement. Nice. And let's go to the other direction. So back, bend to the side. Come forward, bend. So notice when I'm going, my head is not moving up and down. It's really my hips that I'm working on moving, and I'm bending my knees to let my hips move. Nice. And trying to keep my feet all the way on the floor. You can roll around a little bit as you go from one side to another. But mostly my feet are flat on the floor here, so really getting into the hips. Beautiful. Release that. Swing your arms out a little bit. Can you guess that I've been doing a lot of stuff that involves my hips? Lots of stretching. Step our feet in together and push up. I'm training splits right now. Mostly front splits. I think we'll work on getting those before we try to do forward straddle splits. So yeah, everyone's passing around pictures of their senior year in high school, I think that is, which I think is really cute. I don't know if I'm going to traumatize advise you with that. But you can imagine there are bangs involved. But I will tell you, I could do the splits in high school. So I believe I can do them again. Nice. And now since we're here closer together, let's do some circles this way. We're gonna do that same horizontal circle, just with our hips a little bit closer together, our feet closer together. Back. And then we'll work on our more vertical circle that engages our obliques. Nice. Pulling that around. Breathing. Beautiful. Coming forward. Side. So let's hope the allergy medicine is kicked in enough that things aren't going to go haywire here. I've cough drops there just in case. Lovely. Check that out a little bit. And now, low abs, pulling in, lift in your oblique, release, lift in the other oblique, release, low, side, center, side, low, side, center, side, and smooth it out. Whew. And you can rub up yourself. You want to make it feel a little sexier, because why not? And release it. We'll go to the other side. Front, side, center, side, front, side, center, side. So it's the hip coming up to meet the rib. Nice. And circle it. Nice. And go ahead and rub a different way. In different ways. Oh, I think my body really prefers one way over the other. I'm sure yours does too. Nice. All right, letting that go. Beautiful. Stretching it out. Pull up these snake print fuchsia pants. It's getting wacky. I'm going as deep as I could in the closet. Hips stay pointing at the camera. Reach out your legs and your arms. Stretch your fingers past your toes. Ribs stay in alignment with your pelvis. Coming over, over, over. And now either to your shin or your quad. Reaching your arm up or laying it down over you. I think I'm going to go this way today. This way feels a little nicer. Oh, and I just adjusted my toe right there. Good times. Press down into your feet. Beautiful. And now rotate, head down, bend that knee even deeper. You can keep a high lunge if you prefer, so up on your knee, or you can come down a little bit lower and have both hands on the side of your foot, or one on the other. One on. Oh, words are tough today, apparently. Rock back and forth a little bit here. Nice. And now wherever you are, come down a little bit further. Set your knee down. If you need cushion, you can roll over your mat. I happen to have a stupidly thick mat because my knees are pretty sensitive. So I went ahead and got the thick one. So we're gonna go into a bit of a deeper lunge. So check in. Have your pelvis a little bit tucked here, so you don't want to splay out and have your booty and your tailbone poking out. You want it to kind of stay rolled under you so that you're stretching all this area forward but not straining anything too tightly. Nice, and just release as your body softens. Keeping 90 degrees right here. Core is engaged so you're not dumping away. Nice, and you can stay here or you can extend extend and reach up if you like. Shoulders stay away from your ears if you come up, and if you want, you can go for a little curve in the upper back. We didn't warm up there so much, so just be gentle. Go soft there. Keep it extended. Ooh, little nerve stretch for my hands. There, beautiful. Release that. Come back, 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 back. Stay so your hip is over this knee. And stretch the front foot. Should get a nice stretch all along the back side there. Foot is on the ground. Toe is pointed. And now push out just a little bit and flex that foot. Nice. And here, if you want to release your tailbone, push it back, that's okay. Get that space and then come on down. You want a little bit more stretch. Go easy. We only warmed up a little bit, so you don't want to go too crazy. Nice. Breathe there. And then sneak your foot back in. I'm going to have you come forward. So rotating forward, even up your feet so they're on the same plane. And you can stay high here, bend at the waist, or you can come on down a little bit further. I need to grab a tissue. Good times. Allergies are fun. Okay, and inhaling, coming part way up. And then keep rotating over to the other side. Nice. So lunging out, where is comfortable for you. You can stay up high, or you can come down. Stretching that foot out in the back by keeping the ball of your foot on the ground, keeping your legs straight. Nice stretch there, along with the rest of your leg. Nice, and go ahead and lay down your knee. Soften out your foot, and then coming up, a little tuck here. Yeah, nice stretch out, right? Beautiful, and you can keep coming forward as you soften. Hips are squared, pointing the same direction as the toes and the knee, Inhale your arms up. And you can stretch up. A little back bending there. Just a teens. Deepen that pelvis. Engaged. Nice. Release that. And come on back. Might need to stretch your foot out a little bit so your hip and knee can stay in alignment. Ooh. How's that one? It's kind of a lot on my leg right now. Nice. Sneak your foot a little bit forward. Flex your toes. Nice. And if you want a little bit more, come on down. Endeavoring to keep our back straight here, so we don't want to be hunched, right? We're going more for chest, reaching down than knee. We're staying nice and straight. Beautiful. Rock it out a little bit forward. Lean over toward the front of the camera so you can bend your knee and come down. We're gonna come to, we'll square it off, triangle kind of pose on the bottom. So here is the shape that your legs are making. Or if you're a person that already has the super open hips and can easily stack foot on knee, you're welcome to do that. No matter what, you're gonna keep your feet flexed to protect your knees. Reach it on up and exhale. Up, 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 over. Ribs staying tucked into your spine. And as you have space, you can reach for getting that elbow down to the mat, as long as your other hip is staying on the ground when you're stretching away from. Breathing. Breathing so good. Nice inhale. Exhale it up. Inhale. Exhale over to the other side. Hips staying on the ground, ribs staying pulled in. Nice breathing. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale. Come on up. Center yourself. And whichever leg is in front or on top, you're going to rotate that direction. So inhale. Exhale, twisting over to that side. Chest is staying nice and lifted. Spine is staying long. You can use your back hand to kind of tent it and support you, keep you pushed up, while you use the front hand to gently leverage yourself around. We don't want to strain or force. There's no point in that. We don't want to be trying to stretch so hard that we're in pain or there's so much tension that we can't breathe in to release. So inhaling, nice and long. Exhaling, softening. Maybe you twist a little bit more. No worries if you don't. The point is to keep breathing while you're doing it. Inhale, exhale forward, and twist to the other direction. So as you're breathing, you're filling out all the parts of your lungs. So front to back, side to side, top to bottom. A really big balloon breath. And that should help you soften a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Shake that out a little bit. Lean back. Undo your legs. Wiggle those. You can rotate them side to side. Let's just do ankle circles here. And then the other direction. Foot bends, alternating. Great. And then cross the other way. Again, feet stay flexed. Wiggle yourself if you need to come into better position. Nice. Inhale your arms up. Exhale over to a side. We're gonna go to both. So doesn't matter really which one. As long as your hips, your butts stay both on the ground. And you're stretching long, but you're not putting your shoulder in your ear. Just pulling that out. Good times. Releasing down. And come on, up, 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 up. And exhale to the other side. My husband is doing studio improvement for me, which is wonderful. And in order to do it, you might have clued in that this is actually a garage that we've made into the ShowGirl temple. And he had the garage door open the other day and all the pollen was blowing in. And of course, the project didn't get quite finished because that's how it always goes, right? So I think there's a whole bunch of pollen still on the floor here. Inhale, up, 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 up. Nice inhale and twist. Breathing in all that pollen. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale out. Nice. Inhale. Exhale to front. Soften for a second. Inhale here. Exhale again to the other side. Staying nice and tall. All the butt cheeks are on the ground evenly. I should be able to get in pretty deep by now. Whew. Stretching it out. Inhale. Exhale around to the front. Uncross your legs. Jiggle them out a little bit. Roll them in your hip sockets. Well, the whole leg moves. Gets up in that hip socket. Nice. And then sitting straight up. Adjust as needed. Maybe your unicorn tank top is riding up too high in the back. Sitting straight up. And let's lift our arms long. Shoulders stay away still, but chest is nice and lifted. And then we hinge over at the waist. Come to thighs, come to shins, come down to your feet, wherever is accessible to you with a straight spine. And breathing there. Whew. Maybe breathe. Nice. And now point your toes. Keep your feet, the backs of your legs pressed down onto the floor as much as possible. Breathe in there. Nice. And back to flexed, and come on up. Ooh. Man, I'd really like to do some stretches laid out on the ground, but I'm afraid that's going to be a crazy allergy attack. Let's go to straddle. So move whatever you need to out of the way so your legs can get down onto the ground as much as possible. And again, here we want to keep a nice lifted spine, hinging at the waist. So if you start to bend and you curve, that's where you stop. Staying up here, pushing yourself up and keeping your chest lifted and your body straight while pushing your legs into the ground is a totally awesome and valid stretch, okay? Knees and toes pointing up to the ceiling, and you walk down as space allows. You wiggle as you need to. Nice. Let it soften. I'm just such a big fan of wiggling. When you get to a point that's really tight and just holding it would be really hard, the tiny little wiggle, not bouncing and putting lots of pressure, but just a tiny little wiggle, or like rotating from side to side even, like kind of lifting one hip and then the other, or one booty cheek and then the other. It really distracts your body in a more pleasant way. Lets you get a little bit more space to breathe into. Nice. And wherever you're at, point your toes. Back of the legs, stay pressed into the floor. Take a little bit more space if you have it. Inhale straight up. Exhale, come on down. Nice. And wherever you are, inhale up. Flex your toes. Come to center and then rotate to a side. Going for chest, laying down on the leg. Walking ourselves down. Remember, you stop where your spine curves. Wiggle it on down as you need. Nice. And then point. I don't know how much of the music y'all can hear in the background. It's from a San Francisco band called Los Shimmy Shakers. They don't exist anymore, but there is a new band with some of the members, including the author of this song, called Sinister Twist. Put your feet straight up. Reach for an edge on that foot, so thigh, shin, outside of your foot. Keeping your chest lifted up, stretching that whole side body. So if you're in or near San Francisco, when you can finally move freely about the country, I encourage you to go check out Sinister Twist because they often have really fabulous burlesque performers in their shows. So it's super old school style burlesque, and I love their music. I think it's so fun. Nice. Inhale, exhale, come on up. Ho, ho, ho. So stretchy there, right? Rotating to the other side. I think we're definitely going to have to do some low back something or other. And after this, coming down. Check in with that butt cheek that you're just moving away from. Make sure it's still on the ground. Yeah, enjoying the release. Point your toes. Legs still pressed into the ground. Beautiful. And flex again, grabbing for something on the opposite side. So any of those points, you can use your hand to rotate your chest a little bit more. Wiggle as you need to. Inhale, exhale it on up. Rest back on your hands. Bring your legs together. Let's sweep them under. Come over to cat-cow. So actually tabletop first, right? Cat-cow. Knees under hips. Wrists under elbows. Rotate in your shoulder sockets so your elbow pits are painting more forward or together. We're going to inhale. Head and tailbone up to the sky. Exhale. Both down to the ground. Inhale up. Exhale it down. And exhale it down. One more. Nice. And now, circle your hips. In whatever way feels good to you. I like kind of sitting back in that hip movement. And go in the other direction. Nice. Awesome. Let's come up to a downward dog. So tuck your toes under. Push your booty up. Booty, 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 booty. And pushing into your hands. Oh, hey, look. My heels are on the floor today. That's exciting. And my stomach is out. So there you go. Super showgirl style. Walk it out a little bit. If you want a little bit more. I'm so excited. My heels are on the ground because that means my calves are stretching out and I really need it. Nice. Come on back down to your knees and to your feet. And if you like, go ahead and take a child's pose right now. So just pushing back. You can leave your arms, your hands pushed into the ground, staying active. Or you can just relax them. Take a few breaths in child's pose. Just enjoying that. Let's spread out our goddess cards today. There. Athena, inner wisdom. Oh, wonderful. Right. Let's read what Doreen Virtue has to say about Athena. There we go. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. I feel like this is kind of a theme this week, right? Monday we had Anya taking a leap of faith. And today we have Athena telling us to trust ourselves and get a move on. I'm happy to assist you. However, you'll be most thrilled when you first consult your own inner bank of knowledge. For I assure you that this situation is already resolved and that you have access to all the wisdom that the universe supplies. To access this wisdom, you must quiet your mind. Surrender all worries and other concerns to the loving and almighty power of the universe. Close your eyes and note the thoughts and feelings that come streaming into your consciousness. If you like, you can ask me to give you a signal that you've heard your inner wisdom correctly. But have faith. I assure you that you have heard, and that the guidance brings you and your loved ones very good news indeed. Meanings of this card. Stop procrastinating. Stop giving away your power to others. Trust your gut. Don't second guess yourself. You are correct. Notice recurring ideas and take action on them. Athena is a powerful and wise Grecian goddess who oversees and protects those who call upon her. She's the daughter of Zeus, and her power animals are white owls and black pigeons. Although Athena is a warrior goddess, she does battle with wits instead of weapons. You can call upon her for resolving disputes and also for protection. In addition, Athena helps with creative projects such as writing, arts, and crafts. All right, fabulous. And this is so wonderful. I also, part of the reason I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning was that I absolutely had to write down some things that were coming into my head. So that's fun. I woke up at 4 a.m. and could not go back to sleep until I spent some time writing or typing into my phone just some thoughts about this new series that I've been working on, and a lot about what burlesque and body magic are to me and how I work with other people to share that with them. So that was great. I'm glad that I had those thoughts and that clarity, and I'm super excited to share it all with you. I'm super happy not to do that at 4 a.m. again. But hey, you know, if that's when it strikes, it strikes. I guess take it when you can. I hope you have a wonderful day and that this stretch sends you on a delightful path today, and that you trust whatever your inner self is trying to tell you. It seems like you all might have some amazing projects coming, right? Leap of faith, trust your inner wisdom. Share them with us, please. Let us know what you're up to and how it's going.